Hello, I'm Dr. Lindsay Schenkel, a clinical psychologist and researcher specializing in pediatric bipolar disorder. I'm pleased to introduce this preview of The True Child Within, a documentary being produced by the Child and Adolescent Bipolar Foundation. It depicts the personal stories, some harrowing and some touching and inspiring, of families whose lives are touched by this disorder. It's important to know that it's a biologically based disorder. It's serious, debilitating, and can take years to diagnose and a lifetime to treat.
I would have to say that, and I don't think this is an overstatement, that there's a sense of outrage amongst the people struggling with this disorder.
Part of the worst thing about parenting a child with bipolar disorder is that they are regularly dismissed, told that they are exaggerating.
And we were really strung out. We were really alone in this problem. There wasn't one problem, it's not singular, it's multiple problems hitting us, hitting him constantly.
The True Child Within brings you current scientific investigations that identify possible causes and discusses treatments that are proving to be highly effective.
Any professional in this field will tell you that medication alone doesn't make everything better. And every psychopharmacologist who studies bipolar disorder in children will tell you that, you know, we're glad to find the right medication, but then we need to do so much more. And this is that so much more piece. It's how to really help the child understand his or her symptoms.
I don't know what sets me off, but I just guess I'm in a fight and then I start losing control. And then I just do really bad stuff.
I know that this is one of my last chances, that God's gonna get me. This is one of my last chances. And I know that I need to change, and I know I can do it.
This is pretty intense stuff. Are you just super strong?
No, I'm not. People think I am. I'm not. I'm not, and I don't get through it very well sometimes.
When you live with it, you can't deny it. Regardless of what kind of label you want to put on it, it is not normal behavior. You can tell the lack of control. You're seeing it, and you look in the eyes, and my little kid's not in there right now, you know?
The parent thinks the child isn't listening to me. I've told them to change and they're not listening to me. But in fact, the child's brain is having difficulty processing the fact that they should be doing something different. And in one of the imaging studies that we've done, we found that that may be related to a particular part of the brain called the striatum.
With brain imaging and other promising new medical technologies, we're getting closer to understanding this complex psychiatric spectrum disorder, but we have a long way to go. At times, the disorder fuels such extreme behavior that families feel as if they are prisoners in their own homes.
I have to have my full mental capacities working and put the emotion part of it aside, because I can't work and do what I need to do if I'm crying, if I'm upset. I've only shed a few tears through all of this, and mainly it was when I saw him handcuffed and walked out of the courtroom.
At its worst, it can drive children into hopelessness, isolation, and despair.
People ask me, you know, what I'm scared of. I usually say heights because I am scared of heights. But if I do get that low again, will I, you know, remember, or will I just not care again? That's really the only thing I'm scared of.
At other times, the disorder can melt away as suddenly as it appeared to reveal a child who shines with creativity, tenderness, and hope.
He's so bright and gifted and funny and sweet. His sense of art, what comes out on the paper is colors of swirls and yellows and reds and blues. And you look at that and you say, that's the kid they're not letting back into school. That's the kid who may not get educated properly.
We have got to tremendously ramp up helping people who work in education settings understand difficult populations of kids significantly better than they do now, and understand what their intervention options are. I think the vast majority of these kids can be dealt with beautifully. This is going to sound crazy in general ed.
The good times are when I can look in his eyes and I see the real child that's within, who cuddles up to you and tells you that he loves you and needs just some kind of reassurance that you love him and are not going to give up on him and not give him away and keep fighting for him.